Praise be Jesus and Mary. Today we celebrate the feast day of Saint Elizabeth of Hungary. She's the patroness of the Third Order Franciscans. She was born in the year 1207 and died at only 24 years of age in the year 1231. And so she lived at the same time as St. Francis. St. Francis started the order in 1209, so St. Elizabeth would have been 2 years old at that point. And St. Francis died in 1226. So again, they were basically contemporaries. Although I don't think that they ever met, St. Francis did write a letter to St. Elizabeth of Hungary. And so the Franciscans, they spread very rapidly during the time of St. Francis. I think by the time of his death, there were already 10,000 friars. And so they were in St. Elizabeth's country, and she was raised in nobility and had all of the niceties that the nobility have at her disposal. And think about the warnings that the gospel gives towards the rich, right? How difficult it is for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven. Because when you grow up in that environment, with all the riches you want, all of the flattery that you received, all of the fine clothes and everything, that can very easily cultivate pride and every other vice. But St. Elizabeth protected herself from that, from all of those deceptions of the world and of the devil and of the flesh. And how did she do that? By prayer and good works. By prayer, cultivating love for God and good works, especially towards the poor and the sick, cultivating love for neighbor. And when you deal on a regular basis with the poor and the sick, that tends to keep you grounded, in reality. What really has value, or how fragile our life is in this world, and that type of thing. And really, we don't get that exposure unless we go out and seek it, for the most part, okay? For the most part. I suppose it depends where you live and all of that, but for the friars, I think about our masses at the nursing home, okay? That's very sobering to go to the nursing home and to see everybody in that weak, frail, elderly condition, okay? Very, very sobering, good for the soul. Makes for good meditation, helps to keep you grounded and rooted. And so I think this was very beneficial for the soul of Saint Elizabeth, was her continuous dealings with the poor and the sick that kept her detached and kept her basically sane from all of the deceptions that the noble state presented to her. So prayer and those good works. And so let's follow St. Elizabeth's example of love for God and love for neighbor and not being deceived by the vanities of this world. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.